Welcome into the Unwritten Rule Podcast, your number one stop shop for all sports and media news. I'm your host, Mozzie, and today I will be dropping some week 4 picks and predictions for college football. Starting off, I want to get into the Arkansas game. Arkansas is playing Auburn. Arkansas is on the road in this game. Arkansas has been all right for this season. Last week, they struggled early against UAB. Taylon Green was outperformed by Zeno over there at UAB at quarterback. That was sad. I believe Zeno had like 250 plus yards passing, and he also threw for 3 touchdowns and an interception, while Taylon Green only had 1 interception as far as his passing stat line. But they're gonna have to figure that out quick. Against Oklahoma State, I remember watching that game, and I picked Arkansas to win that football game against Oklahoma State. They did cover the point spread, though. But I seen that Arkansas was out there in that football game, and I believe Arkansas had a 17-point lead at halftime. And Taylor Green was great at the beginning of that football game, that first half of that football game. And in the second half of the football game, I'm just seeing a sloppy team. It's like they just took their foot off the gas. They were running the ball good at the beginning. Jaquindon Jackson was looking great in the backfield that game against Oklahoma State. They couldn't get the run game going in the second half. They couldn't get the passes going in the second half. They got sloppy. The defense couldn't hold up any longer because the offense is playing around so much. I think that they got to fix those type of things. Taylon Green is going to have to learn. You got to be playing football from the beginning to the end, bud. Every play matters. Every quarter matters. It's all going to add up to what you want it to be, and that's a W at the end of the game. Now, Auburn, not good offensively. Peyton Thorne, you can talk him up all you want to. He's not good. He's pretty trash of a QB. Is he not good enough to win this game? Is he able to win this game? Yeah, he's able to win this game, especially being at home. I do think that Auburn has a great defense, but their defense can only hold up so much. The offense is horrid. The offense cannot do anything. They're horrid. I hate watching them play on offense. And I thought Hugh Freeze would be able to turn that offense around, but that offense is horrible. He got to get something in place for that. And it's not going to get fixed on Saturday, especially when Arkansas is probably a top 5 offense as far as yards and points per game go. So Arkansas is able to, if they're able to get in the shootout with Auburn, I think Arkansas wins the football game. Auburn's not going to win the shootout. They can't put up no points. They will put up a fight, though. It will be a competitive football game, especially since Auburn's at home. That's a difficult place to play. But I like Arkansas +3, and I also like Arkansas to win the football game. Moving on from that, I got USC versus Michigan. Now, Michigan is a horrible football team offensively. They've turned into an Iowa. They've turned into an Oklahoma. Just good on defense, can't put up points on offense. That's how them teams look. Michigan, you're not the only one. Yes, I said Oklahoma, my team. But come on now. USC, Lincoln Riley, he's on the road. It's just about, are they going to play iffy or not? That's all it is with USC. Other than that, I like USC to win the football game, and I like them to cover. I believe they have USC winning by, 7? If it's not 7, then it might be 10. But I would take them up to 10 points because, I just don't think Michigan is able to score. And the way USC's defense has been looking with under D'Anton Lynn, man, he got some boys out there ready to play. Lincoln Riley finally has the defense that's competent enough to fit his offensive scheme, where he can get in a shootout and the defense is able to hold up just well enough to give them a good 10-point lead in a football game. So USC doesn't look like they're taking the foot off the gas offensively. Miller Moss looking good. I like USC to cover the spread, and I like USC to win the football game. Michigan, they're going to have to fix some stuff. But Orgy's out there. Maybe Orgy is able to play a good football game. I don't know. But the way that offense looks, it's not working. Moving on, I got Utah at Oklahoma State, Stillwater. Now, with this game, only thing I don't like about this game is that Cam Rising is coming back now. He wasn't playing last week. Utah didn't look great last week. They haven't been putting up the amount of points that I usually, would expect them to put up. Utah is still my college football playoff. I do believe that they'll make it to the college football playoff. It's just, man, they haven't looked good offensively as of right now. But with Cam Rising coming back, I think the offense will look better. It's just hard to go when you have another 7-year quarterback on the other side of the field. Yes, Oklahoma State has not been able to run the ball, but they have been okay in the passing game, and I can't take that away from them. And they did beat Arkansas at home, and I think Arkansas and Utah are right now on the same level. So I think that Oklahoma State is able to do the same thing, and I think Oklahoma State may win the football game. I do think they'll win the football game, but it's just, man, Utah is a very good team defensively, and if you're not able to run the ball whatsoever, I don't know where Ollie Gordon's been with the runs, but if you're not able to run the ball whatsoever, I mean, Utah's going to win that football game because they're going to play some clean football. Now, this is the bad thing about Oklahoma State. They're sloppy. They're a sloppy football team. And I don't know how they'll do against a team that plays some pretty good football. They'll play clean football, especially on the road. Kyle Whittingham is a great coach. He's one of the top 10 coaches in college football right now, in my opinion. And I just don't think that Utah goes out there and plays sloppy. But I do think that Oklahoma State will win this football game. I think if it ever got into a shootout, that you have to give the shootout to Oklahoma State. I know y'all hate to hear me talk about shootouts, but that's kind of what college football kind of comes to, the shootout. And then if defense gets a, turnover, then that's just what, decides the shootout at the end. But that's kind of what college football is. It's a shootout, unless you got a dominating team against a team that's not a dominating team. But these two teams are not dominating. They're not dominating any competition right now. They're just playing good football. But I do like Oklahoma State to win the football game. But I would not be surprised if Utah wins the football game. I would not be surprised if Utah covers the spread. It would not surprise me whatsoever. Moving on from that, I got Cal going to Florida State. Now, I don't like the traveling for this. Obviously, you have to get on the plane wherever Cal is at, and you have to take that all the way down to Florida State, to Tallahassee. No, I'm not a fan of that traveling, but I'm not a fan of Florida State whatsoever. I bet against Florida State at the beginning of the game against Boston College. Florida State ain't going to put nothing together. They are done for. They're cooked. Florida State is cooked. And I don't know if you didn't know that, but you should know that now. Florida State is cooked. They are a horrid football team. The good players don't even look good out there. The bad players don't even look bad out there. Everybody looks like they're on the same accord. The coaching staff can't get anything together. The only one that's putting his heart into this, from my opinion, is sadly Mike Norvell. He's the only one that I see been putting his heart in this, but I don't know what's going on. But if you got a bitch DJU, Mike Norvell, you need to do it, and you need to do it fast. He ain't worth a damn. He can't win you no football games. Bench him. You don't need him no more. So, in this football game, I like Cal. Simple as that. Cal's going to win the football game. Florida State cannot play football. I don't know what their problem is, but they cannot play football. And they haven't showed a sign of playing football yet. That's all for me, folks. I appreciate y'all tuning in to the Unwritten Rule podcast. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more content.